right.
Got it for once.
So to summarize, we started climbing at, what was it, 9 o'clock?
9 and some change.
9:35 is when I think we finally got there roughly.
Alright, started climbing at 9:35. We made a pit stop, say 10 minutes later. News then that we started to feel that we were being stalked by something. Right?
Are you... yes, confirmed.
I think what was the second one where we really started to notice, like, yeah, it's the same direction.
Yeah, the first time we were just like, oh, shuffies.
There were shuffling footsteps coming from primarily below us, but
Two angles from the east, actually.
yeah,
there was the one that was like totally a deer.
yeah.
That one did go straight across, but then one thing seemed to be following it, and it seemed to follow us a long ways.
Yeah, and there seemed to be multiple entities at one point.
I couldn't nail that if there was three.
Yeah, I heard 3 definitely.
Yeah, I would agree.
I either heard 3 or there was another deer.
Yeah, and at one point, at several points, they were above us.
Yeah.
So
then we passed them.
Yeah, we must have passed them.
Because they were to our north, and then we were above them.
Yeah.
When we motored onto that road.
Well,
and then we just kept going, and they stayed behind us.
Yeah, but before that, we hit a sort of flat area, still in the thick of the preserve, and we saw a fern that had been, and an accompanying footprint, a crushed fern, and the accompanying footprint that looked as if it had been trampled by a size 8 foot, and nobody's here. And deer simply do not have feet that big. Nothing would around here. And we...
A little ways up from that, there was all the trees that were broken, like oddly 2 feet up.
Yeah, there was a ton of broken trees.
In a line, kind of.
Yeah, and they were broken high up. Yeah, I didn't think of that, but you're right. They were broken high up.
Yeah.
And it would have taken a fair amount of effort for a normal person to break them.
I don't think you can even, like, snap a green sapling like that, so it is actually kind of strange to me.
Was it green, though?
I don't know.
It was...
It happened in the winter. A snowmobile could have done that.
No, those were fresh.
No way, snowmobile.
Those were fresh, Jack.
Okay. Because in the winter it'd be frozen, that's all.
Yeah.
I like to think logical, but it was really weirdly wet.
So after that, we found a path and eventually a road. I wonder how close we got to the Civil War cemetery area.
I mean, I definitely saw the sign.
Yeah, we saw the sign.
We got pretty close, I think. We walked by it, definitely.
I can feel my heartbeat, my upper shins. I've never felt that before.
That's awesome.
It is.
Yeah. So, after that, nothing really noteworthy happened. Well, it seemed like something was still following us, but...
Once we crested a little hill, we never saw it again.
Yeah, it seemed to give up eventually. The only really strange thing that happened, and this might have just been me freaking out because it was 3 a.m. and I was exhausted, but I could have sworn that I felt a finger, that it was warm, but like colder than a finger should be. It's like a meaty finger, really rubbery. Brushing up against my left arm and catch my shirt sleeve. and this could have been my backpack, like some part of my backpack, because some part of my backpack definitely was catching my shirt sleeve. But the strange thing is, I never felt that sort of quasi finger thing again. And so I kind of flipped out and I drew my knife and, you know. And that's eventually came back here.
You got so shook up, I thought a bat had literally landed on your backpack, like right behind your head.
Yeah, I was freaked out. I kept checking her 6 after that and I just freaked out. I wanted to get off that hill. That was actually in a semi-residential area, unlike the rest, which is kind of the strange part. But, because the interesting thing about that was, if something like that did happen, that was a totally different brand of paranormal than the rest. But yeah, so here we are. Did I miss anything?
I definitely didn't get the GTR LM on Forza, and I'm really heartbroken.
There you have it.